Right now, the Orioles improved to 4-0 on the season with a win over the Yankees. Adam Jones had this to say about Baltimore's success so far.
Coming off last year, a year older, a year wiser, just all the expectations. You come into every season with the goal of winning the championship. Obviously, 1 out of 30 is going to do that. So I think that we're trying to put ourselves in a position to be that 1 out of 30.
Dylan, we go legit or nah. Would you say it's legit or nah to say that the Orioles are equipped to make a run for the AL pennant?
Their offense is awesome, and that factor alone could be enough, along with their back end. That guy right there, Mr. 62 in a row, Zach Britton, could be enough to make a run at it, but the reality is, for me, so much of being a real contender, a team that you really think can actually do it all, go the whole way, make the playoffs, march through the playoffs, win the pennant, and then go win the World Series, you've got to have pitching that I don't think the Orioles have. It's great to win 9-5 games. They've won a couple comeback games here against the Yankees, but I just have my worries when they're in a ALDS or ALCS series against the Red Sox or against the Indians, against the Rangers, all teams that I think have just such superior pitching staffs to them. Sure, they can match lineups with anybody, but really when it gets to the nitty-gritty of October baseball, you got to be able to pitch, and I just think that's been a bugaboo for Baltimore for quite some time now. It helps the fact they have such a dominant pitcher at the back end with Britton, because you can kind of work your way backwards at that point. But
you never want to be able to or be in those situations.
No, you don't. You don't.
So struggling with pitching, but they do have great offense.
Great,
especially
one of the best
Manny
lineups
Machado.
Yeah.
Where does he rank among the league's best players?
Definitely top 10 off the top of my head. I think you can make an argument that he's a top 5 player in the league, especially when you consider the fact how balanced his greatness is. He's arguably the best defensive player in all baseball. You think of Arenado, you think of Machado. It's 1A, 1B with the way those guys play the hot corner. And as great as Trout is in center field, or some of these other guys at different positions, you can't really say that someone plays their respective position better than Manny Machado plays third base. Then what he's been able to do to realize his potential and gain that confidence offensively, he's almost as good as an offensive player as he is a defensive player at this point. So, is he a plus runner as far as being able to steal bases, being able to go first to third and all that kind of stuff? That's probably the one little bit of a weakness he has. It's not even a weakness, but the guy's been hurt a little bit here and there. But he is a tremendous offensive player, an even better defensive player. He's still young and getting better, getting stronger, and kind of growing into his body. I mean, his ears are out to here. He's sort of lanky still. When he really fills out, and if he can stay healthy, he will be a top 5 major league player for a 7-year stretch. And that's pretty impressive to be able to just pencil that into your lineup every day at third.